So through next year, we're going to be celebrating 10 years of LéO, or just maybe reflecting on what that means.
I believe as they are in our work in general. It's interesting that OWL is referring to dignity, because I believe really what we stand for as organization when we talk about, we advocate for Christian democratic values. So when you break them down, it is to put the person in the center of your activities, because at the end they will decide about the frameworks created, the environment created for, also for businesses to thrive, and, how the service is being delivered.
And the idea that if we are a proud African, I think we must always bring back into understanding what that has done to us, and also knowing that we must take the power back.
Looking back, the biggest, most interesting thing has been working with young, innovative, bright, young people that are basically taking on the world, literally taking on the world.
The element of LéO Africa's work is intentionally creating leaders, effective leaders. As a continent, we have a gap in leadership, given that Africa is a rich continent in terms of minerals, in terms of the people, in terms of intellect, but we're not optimizing that value. And LéO Africa's work is about drawing out the leadership to manage the resources available.
We are having an important conversation on value leadership, where the heart matters. And coming from politics where it's rough and it's very selfish, I think this is a crucial conversation. We may look small and wonder, how are we going to transform the rest of the world? But there's a beautiful story that's told by Wangari Maathai. It's called The Story of the Hummingbird, where a hummingbird put out a fire in the forest. And I would want us to think of ourselves as the hummingbirds. And I think when I think about LéO, and when I think about what it's done in the past 10 years, this is what comes to mind.
What LéO helps you is refine those passions of yours into how they can actually be both value-based, but also how they can help the society around you and not just yourself. And so LéO really focuses and narrows your whatever passions you may have and makes them value-based, and allows you to impact not just yourself and your close family, but also the community around you. And that's what I like about LéO. But also every time we come together, it's always a great energy of people, new ideas, and I'm glad it's annual, because you get to go through the last set of ideas and live through them, and by the time you come back you have feedback, but also there's a whole new burst of ideas that's happening.
To build a new future with values, and not just to show off, but to impact life for real. And that's what really pushed me and gives me strength to be a part of this, and to be a part of a community that really share the same value than I. That's really what is important for me, and why I want to be a part of this.
Things are shifting so fast. What we looked down on in 2000 right now is the new norm. So I am hoping by taking this path less traveled, I will inspire a bunch of many other guys to go out after their passions and not just what you'd consider career-safe options.
I've really grown through the LéO network. I've learned, I've practiced what I've learned. I'm excelling at what I do because of the impact of LéO in my life.
I look forward to being part of the growth that is coming in the next 10 years and the impact that the Institute will have, not just on leadership, but with the vast array of skills and quality of people within the network.
What's my hope for the next 10 years? That this community grows and is resilient. That's really my hope.
You say Africa is our business. and we must contribute to its growth. And I think investing in LéO is one of the ways in which you have invested in us.